Hey everyone, Sarah here. Welcome to Sarah's Tech Let's Talk Apple. Well, today was Apple's September event. As expected, we got the entire iPhone 16 lineup, the new Apple Watch Series 10, and the new AirPods, along with a couple of other things. Here's everything we got today and what's new and different. All right, today's Apple event was interesting. We got a lot of what we expected. We didn't get every Apple Watch redone. And the AirPods were mostly internal updates and small ones rather than a lot of big ones. But in terms of what we were expecting, today was done pretty well. So here's everything. We started today with the Apple Watch Series 10. There were a lot of changes here. It's significantly thinner and rounder. They compared it specifically to the Series 6 and say it's 30% thinner than that, and you have much more rounded corners. It also has a wide-angle OLED display, is 40% brighter from an angle, and it updates once a second rather than once a minute. We have a couple new watch faces we were shown today. One is called Flux, and the other was called Reflection. As far as finishes, we have jet black, gold, and your classic silver, aka aluminum. Also, once again, in regards to thickness, it is 9.7 millimeters thick. That is 10% thinner than the Series 9. You have speakers that you can play music directly from the watch now. It also charges faster. You can get 80% in 30 minutes. We now have a titanium instead of a stainless steel finish. It weighs 10% less than the Series 9. And the Translate app that we have on the iPhone has come to the Apple Watch as well. Also, they've made it able to detect sleep apnea. And while this is a very good thing as it's another health feature, for those with sleep apnea, don't make this the only reason that you upgrade. If you have a Series 9 from last year or an Ultra 2 already, those will be able to do this as well. We have a Tide Zap for those focused on water activities. They updated the Milanese loop band, and all Apple Watches are now carbon neutral, whereas before, if you wanted the watch to be carbon neutral, you could only pick from certain things. Also, as far as prices go, you start at your standard $399 for your regular Apple Watch. If you want it to be cellular, then that is $499. As far as when you can get it, you can pre-order right now. If you want to wait until you can walk into an Apple store, that will be a week from Friday. We then moved on to the Apple Watch Ultra. Some were expecting us to get an Ultra 3 today. That did not happen. We got a couple updates to the Ultra 2 though. You've got a new black titanium finish, and the Milanese loop band now has a titanium and natural and black color to go with it. Also, the Hermes, the really expensive Apple Watch bands, are now not just for the regular Apple Watch, they're moving to the Ultra as well. Starting price for the Ultra is once again $799. After that, we moved on to AirPods. Now, we talked about AirPods 4, AirPods Max, and AirPods Pro. When it comes to the new ones, AirPods 4 are brand new. AirPods Pro are new, but we only got minor adjustments to the current ones. So I'm not sure whether you would consider these minor adjustments worth spending more money on them. I have the original AirPods Max, and I personally don't think I will be spending more money on them for these minor things. And then AirPods Pro, like with the Ultra, we did not get a new pair of AirPods Pro today. We simply got upgrades to the current ones. In regards to the AirPods Max, all they really changed is they now charge via USB-C, and we have new colors. In regards to the AirPods 4, our basic AirPods, which are really the only ones that are really more new, what it appears is that they took a lot of the AirPods Pro features and moved them into the base level AirPods. We have a charging case of USB-C. We have 30 hours of battery life. You now get active noise cancellation and transparency. Both of these are AirPods Pro features, as well as your adaptive audio and your conversation awareness. You have your wireless charging and speakers on the case. Like with the new Apple Watches, in regards to the AirPods, you can pre-order right now. If you want to wait to walk into your local Apple store, that will be a week from Friday. In regards to pricing, they start at $129. If you are looking for them to have the noise cancellation features, then that will be $179. And then we finally move to the thing that most people that watch this event care about, the iPhones themselves. So we started with the regular 16 and the 16 Plus. In regards to size, those will now be 6.1 inches and 6.7 inches respectively. And we have the action button that we got on the 15s last year. And we have what they're calling a camera control button. Now this is, I'm sure, the capture button that has been rumored for at least a year on this phone. The capture button detects how hard you're pressing it, and depending on how hard you're pressing it and how many times you're pressing it, that determines what it'll do. One full press turns the camera on, so launches your camera for you. The second full press takes the picture. Now, if we're doing smaller presses, that first small press lets you kind of edit things like the zoom, and the second small press pops up the other controls so that you can edit other things on that photo. As expected, all iPhone 16s are capable of Apple Intelligence, and we have an A18 chip in them. We have a 48 megapixel main camera, and we start at $799 for your basic iPhone 16 and $899 for your basic iPhone 16 Plus. Now, we do have a new feature on the 16s called Visual Intelligence. You essentially point the phone at what you want more information on, and it can be pretty much anything. They used example of restaurants to see like their menu, or when they open and close, or a dog to see what kind of breed it is. This is coming later this year. Lastly, we talked about the more expensive of the iPhones, the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. In regards to size, we're talking about 6.3 or 6.9 inches this year, and it's the thinnest bezels they've ever done. In regards to color, you've got black, white, natural, and desert. All of these are titanium. And the Pro Max has the best battery life on an iPhone to date. You have an A18 Pro chip naturally, and we have a 48 megapixel main camera again. We also have a 48 megapixel ultra wide camera and the 5x telephoto optical camera. You have the new cinematic slow motion. Also, we can now do 4K at 120 frames per second. And you can adjust the playback of the photo or video after the fact in the Photos app now. We have special audio camera, and audio mix helps to isolate the voice of people on camera so that the people in the background get edited out if you are, say, making a video and trying to only get the people that are around you. Also, for those who use the voice memo app, you can layer a new track on top of an already existing one. We got a couple of new accessories as well, new cases and a new MagSafe charger, 1 or 2 meters long. Also, as expected, you can pre-order the new iPhones on Friday. If you want to actually walk into the store once again, you will have to wait till the 20th at least to make your purchase. And as far as prices go, we have no increases. So you've got $199 or $1,199 minimum. And remember, on a Pro, that price of $999 will get you 128 gigabytes. On a Pro Max, that'll get you 256 gigabytes. Well, guys, I hope this has helped you to see what's new, and I hope you like my video. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Sarah out.